South Africa's UK-based boxer Michael Ramabeletsa is back in the country to plough back where it all began. The troublemaker, as is known, left these shores over 15 years ago and went on to make a name for himself in British boxing, where he became a British champion. He continues to slug it out while also giving back to the sport that gave him a life-changing opportunity. And he's here in studio tonight to talk about his incredible journey. Good evening, Michael. Great to see you in person. You look like the champion that you are. Thank you for joining us on SABC.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you for having me. How are you doing?
Now, I'm good, thanks. What brings you back to the country?
Actually, there's a few things I want to do here at home. You know, I just want to make the difference because I know when we grow up, we never had that opportunity to, you know, now we got the chance to have the young kids, the generation coming up. Because as much as in the UK, I'm working with the kids, you know, just to build the generation to, you know, change their lives. You know, so because here at home, when you look at it, there's a lot of things going on because there's too much going on, man. Kids, they can't wait to take your money. They can't wait because they've got nothing to focus on. You know, it's the same of the kids, they've been kicked out from the school. What are they doing afterwards? There's nothing. The only way they can think is to go and smoke dacha, weed, and all kind of things. And after smoking weed, what are you thinking? You want to get some money to get more. So, and there's no any mentor for the kids now, and so that's what I'm trying to do.
So are you trying to get them to do boxing, or are you trying to teach them life skills and similar to the kind of work you're doing in the UK?
Actually, I would say it is boxing more. Boxing it changes people's lives actually, but not everyone will be a champion. But once you get to boxing, it's gonna learn a discipline and a confidence, and you know, knowing how to approach yourself, how to approach people, and I mean, just be really, what would I say? Knowing yourself and respect yourself, respect others. Obviously, that's why we'll be talking to them, teaching them what certain things you should be doing outside. So yeah, there's a lot to teach the kids because they don't get those opportunities, and those ones we can come and join boxing. Obviously, I'm gonna help them to go and get fights in the States or in the UK. I'll be working with the top promoters. Boxing is big in South Africa, in the UK, and they pay good money for all the boxers to change their career. It just depends what you're doing with your own money.
So how long have you been gone for, and how has it been in the UK?
I've been in the UK for almost over 15 years now. So yeah, I've been facing a lot of challenges, you know. Lots of challenges. There was a time sometimes asking myself, oh my God, shall I just quit and go home? But I'm thinking, if I do quit, then I'll do the same thing if something happens at home. So I just have to find a way to deal with this. You know, it is what it is. It's a business that it's involving money. It's always the case. If ever you don't look after yourself, nobody will. Then I just have to sit down, talk to myself, and speak to other people, find a way, how can I, you know, get this opportunity to become a champion. So, and then I was like, you know what, I'm going to stay, and I will find a way.
And you went on to become a British champion.
You know what I mean? So I had to find those, and by the time I get that opportunity, I was on my own. You know, I had to terminate some contract with a couple of managers. You know, you have to have the belief, you have to have that confidence, regardless of what people may think about you. All what comes is yourself, you come first. So I didn't really care what people are thinking by that time. I know it was tough, but I had to take some decisions. And obviously I followed with other, not because we don't talk, we are talking, we still talk. It's just that I had to do what I got to do because I know what I'm capable of, you know, and obviously now we're friends, but I had to do what I got.
But did becoming a British champion prove to you that you'd made the right decision? Was it worth all those sacrifices
100%.
of leaving your home country?
Yeah, 100%. That's why now that my friends. All the managers that we friends because they can see why I was so stubborn, you know, telling them, listen, I want to be a champion. I'm here to be a champion. I'm not here to be a journeyman.
And they wanted to just use you as a journeyman.
Exactly. I said, I'm not here to be a journeyman, regardless what. Because when I started to manage myself, and then that's where I started to find out that the managers, when I'm going to the fight, they were ringing the promoter, says, no, Mike is coming to just to make money. not necessary to win the fight.
Yeah.
And I keep getting robbed all the time. And when I get back and speak to my manager, said, you know what, we need to do something about this. He said, no, Mike, listen, you can't do anything, mate. That's not how it works. So always is stressful, but I had to sit down and think deeply that what exactly I need to do to get off this. And then I find a way, and God is good.
And what are the major differences? How different is boxing in the UK than here at home, in and outside the ring?
Here at home, that's the only thing is boxing, it doesn't pay at home. It doesn't really pay you for look after yourself after you're retired. Because most champions that I know, after they retire, they're back to work. You know, working normal work.
Even when
jobs.
they're still active here in South Africa, they are fitness trainers.
Yeah,
and all other jobs.
And most boxers, I think they don't have the confidence to stand for themselves. You know, they only listen to the managers. They don't really know what's happening behind the scene. I mean, when you get to the sport, you have to just willing to learn because you are the only one. You are the boss. When you become a boxer, you are the boss because the manager doesn't pay you, pay the manager. You know what I mean? So if the manager is there thinking he's paying you, let the manager to get the sponsors for you, you know, to make living. Because other than that, the boxers, they don't make living anyway because they don't have sponsors. You know, other than that, you don't even know how much you're fighting for because they just tell you, you don't know. Yeah, this is what's happening. You agree with it, even if you are not happy with it. You know, so I'm not that person. If ever you get, this is what you're getting. For me, we have to sit down and talk about it. I don't just take the money for. Just say yes, okay, thank you.
That's why you're a champ in and outside the ring. Just as we wrap up now, you have an interesting relationship with Tyson Fury. We've even seen him on social media. He sends videos to your kids to wish them happy birthday. How long have you known him for, and how's that relationship?
Wow, you know, I've known Tyson Fury. There's a picture, I put it...
In the gym?
Yeah, there's one in the gym. There's a one when I was fighting in the card, which is that was a 2011. I was fighting under his card. That was the first time, and we took the picture like this. I was tiny, you know. He was skinny, a bit taller.
Yeah.
I took that picture, and I took the last picture when I was with him in his gym. That's how close we get to, you know. Tyson Fury being just, for me, he was inspiring me all the time because I used to speak to him all the time. Said, listen, I want to be. He said, Mike, listen, never ever give up, man. But you're gonna face a lot of challenges. You're gonna face demons. You're gonna face all the managers try to, you know, screw you up. Yeah. Stay focused. Yeah. And then because of why we normally used to just to give me those advice, and I managed to become a champion, and we end up training together. We end up getting a managing by one management company. You know, those are kind of things. So I always believe, for me, it doesn't matter how hard it gets or how long it takes. As long as you believe you can get it, you will get it. People are going to keep talking, and if you're going to listen to people, then you'll never achieve your goals.
Well, you've done remarkably well for yourself, Michael Ramabeletsa, and we hope you get support for what you're doing here in South Africa. It's for a good cause, and I think South Africa needs what you are doing here. But thank you for finding time to visit us here on SABC. We wish you all the best going forward.
Thank you, my brother, because there's a lot of things that I need to do. I've got a brand that loves that I'm going to, you know, build it up. There's so many things, especially the gyms that I want to open in South Africa. It's not just a gym. It's something. It's huge. It's gonna change a lot of kids' lives. You know, it's something that I'm doing in the UK, which is I work with the kids from schools that I'm making a huge difference. That's why I know why UK makes the kids so different, because of what they're doing. So I want to bring it to home. I want to bring it home and make the difference to the kids, and they can see, they can achieve it.
And you've come to the right place to talk about it here. The whole country is watching. Let's hope Michael Ramabeletsa gets some support for what he's doing here. I know Boxing South Africa is taking a new direction, and maybe these are the kind of initiatives that they need. The champ was here with us on SABC. We'll catch up with him again soon.